All right, up next on our next preview, we have the Los Angeles Chargers headed to Baltimore to play the Baltimore Ravens. Three things to know about this one. We got ground and pound. Since rookie Lamar Jackson took over the starting quarterback gig 7 games ago, the Ravens have won 6 and have transformed their offensive identity, becoming a ball control, run first attack. Mind you, they did use that with Flacco, though, so I definitely think it's something more consistent, but Lamar's a lot better doing it. After they collected 296 rushing yards and an impressive victory against the Browns, they've averaged 229 yards per game on the ground in their last 7 games. The Chargers are formidable against the run, ranking in top 10 with just 105.8 yards allowed per game. Jackson's ability to improvise off of broken plays makes it even more difficult for the Ravens to attack. So the Chargers will have a lot to deal with there. And their only meeting of the year came in Week 16, where the Ravens, one of their most impressive game, toppled LA 22-10 on the road. I remember that game. That was kind of like a coming out party for Lamar Jackson. It was a masterful performance by Baltimore's defense, which made life difficult for Phillip Rivers. And also, the Chargers, for the most of the season, has been one of the best teams at protecting the ball and limiting turnovers. In their first 14 games, the Chargers had given the ball away just 12 times. But over the last 2 weeks, the Chargers have committed 7 turnovers, making them pretty viable for the turnover syndrome that they could be walking into with the Ravens defense. 3 in their loss against the Baltimore and 4 against Denver in the regular season finale. In particular, it's Rivers who has been uncharacteristically careless. I think I attribute that to age. With just 1 touchdown against 4 interceptions in the last 2 weeks. Yeah, this is going to be a good one. I guess I'll just start the segment off by saying I'm still picking the Chargers. I'm still going to pick the Chargers. I see you giving me that look.
My dark horse.
But one, I got to pick a road team at some point. And 2, the Chargers to me are the perfect team to just stifle what the Baltimore Ravens are doing. I don't think that the Ravens aren't good or anything like that. I just believe a little bit more in Phillip Rivers this week. I think the ball control offense will come to hinder the Ravens early on. It's an offense that predicates them on being ahead most of the game, and I don't think that that's what's going to happen. I think the Chargers and the Ravens will be a very tight game to start off with, probably going into the second half, and I think Phillip Rivers will definitely show why he is still a pretty elite quarterback in today's NFL. Who you got in this one?
Come on.
Who you got?
I got my horse.
You got your horse.
Phillip Rivers, Melvin Gordon, Keenan Allen, Ty Williams, and the other Williams. You know what? The Chargers have, hear me out, the best receiving core in the playoffs right now. Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, and Tyrell Williams. Now let me add another X factor that people don't know about. Eckler, your guy. Eckler, one of the best third down option you have in. He's a check down animal. All right, he reminds me of Danny Woodhead for the Pats. That's how good I think he is.
There. Yeah.
That's how good I think he is.
Eckler's good. Eckler's good.
I have the Chargers winning. Yes, I know the Ravens. The second best rushing offense.
They're the second best
since Lamar Jackson has taken over, and they're second. They might be the best defense.
Nah, they're not better than the Bears.
Oh yeah, the Bears.
They're not better than the Bears.
Second best defense in football. They have more takeaways than the Bears. They've scored more points than the Bears, which is.
I just think the Bears' defense is a little bit more stout than the Ravens.
That's impressive. They're going to try to stifle Melvin Gordon, and they will fail. I think he's going to be the healthiest he's been. He was not playing that game, that they lost 24-10 to the Chargers.
Very true.
And I don't think the Chargers were equipped for Lamar. They didn't know what was coming. Now they have film. They can go to the drawing boards and draw up some better plays, a better game plan. I have the Chargers taking this one convincingly. Yeah. You stop the run, you beat the Ravens, honestly.
Yeah, I think this is one of the more interesting games this week. Probably a game I think I'm going to watch this one the most as far as just snaps go. Probably a more cerebral game it will be on the Ravens side because they're so good at running the ball. but they're gonna at some point
They're gonna have to
they're gonna
throw.
have to throw, and then I'm just curious as to see like the composure of rookie Lamar Jackson. I loved him at Louisville, and I still love him now, but I just wonder what his sense of composure would be in his first playoff game. And you still have laying behind him. You have a healthy Joe
You
Flacco. He's
do
ready
have
to
Joe
go.
Flacco.
Joe Flacco's ready to go. So I mean, I guess listeners don't be surprised to see Joe Flacco maybe step in the second half if things are going a little bit stagnant for the Ravens. But this is gonna be a good one. This is a game. It's gonna be like a chess match.
It is.
This is gonna be a chess match.
This is a game where the coaches actually are gonna matter the most.
Yeah,
I believe.
definitely.
The coaching, the play calling.
All right, everybody. Up next, we have the Philadelphia Eagles up against the Chicago Bears. To me, I think this is going to be a matchup of the quarterbacks. Nick Foles. The last time the Eagles played the Bears, it was in Philadelphia with a 31-3 score in favor of Carson Wentz in that game. Nick Foles played 11 snaps and still went 3 for 3. It was chipping in with 21 yards. But yeah, I won't even go on about that. But I'll just say this: this is gonna be, to me, this game right here could possibly decide a potential NFC Championship game team. I feel like whoever wins this game is going to the NFC Championship game, and I'm even willing to say that if the Eagles win, whether I pick them or not, if the Eagles do win, I think they'd be playing the Saints. And I think the Eagles would beat the Saints in New Orleans if they pulled this game off.
What a bold prediction!
I'm willing to go that far. And I do think the Chicago Bears, because if they win, they go to play the Rams. I think the Chicago Bears could beat the Rams. The Rams are very hobbled right now.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's my take. I think it's going to come down to the quarterback play. Nick Foles and Mitchell Trubisky. Definitely is going to be. It's going to be a battle of the quarterbacks. Whoever's going to make the most plays, and I want to say my pick, but I feel like I'm gonna be wrong. I feel like I want to hear what you have to say first. I want to hear what you have to say about this one.
I love Philadelphia. I love the Eagles. They were my first team that I actually sat down and enjoyed watching when I started watching football. Yes, it was not the Patriots. Back then it was Donovan McNabb and T.O.
T.O., yeah.
By the way, they would have won that Super Bowl against the Pats. Had T.O. been healthy. Anywho, Philly is coming in red hot. Nick Foles cannot miss his completions.
I didn't even think that Philly even made the playoffs.
The Eagles are for real. They're actually playing like they should have been playing. They are the Super Bowl winning team. And now that they have their Super Bowl winning quarterback, they are a different beast. Although my heart wants to say Philadelphia takes this one, the Bears have been just elite on defense. Elite. And then to add to that, they have the Army Swiss knife named Tariq Cohen. They have Trubisky, which is a mobile quarterback who can extend plays and wreak havoc. They have Jordan Howard, which is a solid. He was third best in rushing in the league last year.
Dude, Jordan Howard is a sleeper right around.
Like what? They have a decent receiving core in Allen Robinson and Taylor Gabriel. The Bears are for real. And as much as I want that little Philly magic to continue and Foles to keep getting these completions, his track record against Vic Fangio is actually putrid. It's horrifying. He's actually been terrible. He's played against his defenses 3 times, and all 3 games were pretty bad. No touchdowns. I believe 3 picks.
What about the possibility
yards.
of bringing in Wentz at halftime or something?
No, Wentz is done for the year.
Right.
Wentz is done.
Right.
I would say this: if Philly learns how to utilize Golden Tate on time, they might have a chance. Because right now it's literally Alshon Jeffries, check downs to Sproles. What's that other receiver? Aguilar. Tate is the X factor, I believe. If they can get Tate going, get him in the open field, make some plays and make some tackles miss, they can make this a competitive game. But right now, I have the Bears winning 28-12.
Wow, it's like a rugby score. Anyway, I couldn't agree with you more. I don't want to pick the Bears, because I don't want to trust Mitchell Trubisky. But at the same time, on the flip side, I'm just like, dude. To me, if the Bears get out of this game, they're going into LA and they're beating the
They're
Rams.
going to the Super Bowl.
Like, well, I don't know about that because if they play the Saints, that's gonna be a really big game in New Orleans, Chicago and the Saints in New Orleans. That's gonna be a game of the century.
The Saints in 4 weeks. The Saints have not been the Saints in 4 weeks.
All right, well,
But
let's
talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. But I guess all I'm trying to say is I can't pick against the Bears. They force turnovers like no other, and then to me they just get stops. And Philly's a team who's like still trying to find himself. But that Philly magic is real,
It's
man.
a real thing.
They're gonna make this
It's
game.
a
They're gonna
real
make this
thing.
game weird. You're gonna beat. But like I feel like every fan is gonna watch this game and become an Eagles fan, like while watching because they're like rooting for them to do.
If the Eagles pull this off,
Nah.
they might win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's why I said, that, if
If
the Eagles win this game and they
no one is stopping them,
and to me they play New Orleans in New Orleans, I think the Eagles could pull that off.
they can beat anybody if they beat the Bears.
But I don't know. This is a tough one, but I'm gonna go with Chicago. I'm definitely gonna have to go with Chicago Bears. They have everything that any team would want. You have a good quarterback, and he's young. You have the yin and yang with Tariq Cohen and Jordan Howard, like you said. And then on defense, you have great corners, you have good linebackers, you have a great D line. Like, there's no way you could pick against Chicago in this game. To me, if you're picking Philly, you're a Philly fan, and I just feel like most of us are going to end up being Philly fans by the end of this one. But I got Chicago. Oh yeah, and I need a final score. I should say 9-6, but
Trubisky's gonna score more.
No. I know he will. I'll go 35-14.
Wow, even worse than me.
I'll go 35-14.
Pure beatdown.
To me, this is like my blowout. Like I feel like it's gonna be close early, but Chicago just opens up with a slew of turnovers, fumbles, and picks. Like that's just how I see it going down. But 35-14 is gonna be my final score.